guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, hi, because you have been very patient with me. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Third One Online, Kamalami Undatu, and I make long WhatsApp videos. In this video, I'm sure you can tell by the title, I will be doing my makeup. I haven't done a full face beat in the longest of times because I have been doing individual lashes and I don't want to add glue in there, so I'm gonna be doing the whole eyeshadow. I hope I can still do it. I'm very excited. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about how a guy ghosted me, and I'm having some lemon water because I'm kind of hungry but I can't really eat anything, and I'm having slices of home chopped pineapples. I will be putting on my synthetic wig for you guys. If you watch my Instagram stories, I told you guys that I'm done with wigs being so expensive, and I know there's a better alternative, China Mall. As I was saying before my mom called, here's the synthetic wig that I will be wearing for you guys. I've worn her a couple of times, so like I need to chop off some of these because I've also slept in this wig. Yo, this wig has been through a lot with me. But this is she, and she has like a not a teapotting, but like she has like a generous amount of lace, enough for you to lay your edges or whatnot. You guys will see. You know, dealing with load shedding is actually a lot. I don't like it. This nigga, right? Hey, I'm gonna be using the Ghost Bond glue. I absolutely don't need it, but I feel like this wig is heavy and I want to make sure. Is the power back? I just want to make sure that the wig is intact. I'm not trying to keep it for a long time. Also, I'm protecting my edges. My hairline is definitely not that far. Well, I could go further, basically is what I'm saying. I could go further with the glue, but you know what? Protecting my black hairline, because it also matters. Well, this nigga I met when we were set up by a guy that I met at a funeral. I went to a friend's funeral, and this guy and we just kind of clicked, and he also wanted my friend, so we kind of clicked because I understood kind of why he would want my friend, why a guy like him would want my friend, and they also kind of made sense because I was like, my friend is finding a Zulu nigga, let's get my friend a Zulu nigga. He seemed nice, he seemed smart, he seemed well spoken, he was a gentleman, man. Being about a gentleman. So this guy and I kind of clicked, and like not like that. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna help you get my sister kind of vibe, but not really, because he did it all by himself, and I think my friend also liked him. But I was like, I'm not gonna be against this. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna be against this. I'm not gonna be a cock blocker. So this guy and I finally, after tears or whatnot, or like drinks, and then he was like, you know what, actually, do you have a boyfriend? I'm like, no, I don't have a boyfriend. He's like, I can get you a boyfriend. I'll get you a boyfriend. Hang on. He's like, I'm gonna be back this now. I'm gonna get my phone. He goes to his car, he gets his phone. He's kind of drunk. And I'm just like, yo, this guy, and I'm like, give me his number. That's fine number man, and save it by your name. So give your number and I save it. Click on dial, like dial the number. So I dial. Yeah, well, he's a commander also, and I'm just like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Anyway, he's like, dial the number. So I dial the number and a guy answers, and I'm like, hi. He says hi, and I'm like, his phone. He asked me to call you, and it's like, oh, okay. And then when that, and I'm like, yes, that, and it's like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, hey, and then he's like, okay, take my numbers and put them in your phone, and then give me a buzz, and then I'll call you back. And I'm like, when should I do all of this? And he's like, as soon as you drop off here, drop off this call. And I'm just like, oh, it's going fast. It's going fast. It's going. I like things that go fast. I like things that go fast. And then he's like, okay, so cool. Guys, he has a deep voice. And I'm just like, I hope my mom doesn't watch this. It's embarrassing. I would never watch this video. I'm cringing by the thought of it. Anyway, so I put my numbers on his numbers on my phone. I buzz him, and then we're still at the funeral, and I'm the one who's gonna be driving, so I'm not really drinking. Before I die, so I put his numbers on my phone and I buzz him, and I hope Uguti doesn't call immediately. So I asked this guy, and said, dude, why do you think me and this guy would work out? And he's like, you'll see when you meet him. I'm like, where is he from? What is he about? He tells me what to know. He's Betty. He lives in Johannesburg. He speaks Zulu and English, and he's from a great family. He's family centered. He's from a good family, so no bad vibes. And I'm just like, because what are the chances, right? But I'm just like, also, Mina personally, it's Xhosa niggas, Zulu niggas, and everything else. So when he said Betty, I was like, yo, what's on pussy glitches? So I was kind of bobo. I was bored, kind of, but also like the sense of, it wasn't a sense of urgency, but like they knew what they wanted. It was the sense of, we know what we want, and we want you to be together with this guy, and we're gonna make it happen. So I'm just waiting for this to work out. So I'm just like, okay. And then this guy, so that was, I think it was a Wednesday, or it was a Thursday. And then he called me, and guys, it was a brief call. I can't remember the call actually, but I was so nervous. Guys, because when last had I spoken to a guy then? Do I even know how to interact with niggas? I don't know. Because my interaction with niggas, zero, guys. I only interact with the guys that I know, and I don't know how I am as a girlfriend. I don't know how to be a girlfriend. Anyway, just waiting for this to dry. Then this nigga calls, and when I get home, he calls and is like, I tried calling you later, and I couldn't pick up then because I was dropping off my friend's family at the house, and he was going to be on loudspeaker, and also I was using the GPS, and we were on a freeway in Johannesburg at night. I couldn't pick up basically, so I was just like, he was gonna call back again if he actually wants to talk to me, and he did. Now I'm sitting at home and I'm drinking. Power's back. Okay, power's back. Good. I need to charge. So wait, let me just finish this portion. He calls and he says he wants to take me out on a date. How's tomorrow? Which was then Friday night, I think. Which was Friday night. And I'm like, yeah, let's do Friday night. It's good. My life is a bit busy because I'm kind of moving places. I'm changing apartments. So let's do Friday night. He says Friday night, let's go. My friend is so happy for me. Yo, guys, she's so happy for me. She's like, when last did you go on a date? I'm buying you something to wear. And she went all out on me. She went to buy me the most beautiful dress for me to wear for this nigga. We were all excited. Even her mom was excited for me. We were all excited. Mtatu goes on a date. Headlines. Finally, after decades of waiting for a nigga to enter her life, she finally scores a date with a nice pretty guy. Also, this family is also petty, so it's kind of like, yeah, get it. He then calls and tells me that he's actually not feeling well. He's caught a flu and he doesn't want to give it to me. And let's do a video call. So Saturday morning, he calls, I'm packing, and he's like, look, we're going on this date tonight. I can't wait. Can we video call? And then we video call, and he's like, yo, can we just bring the dates closer? Do you want to go for lunch instead? And I'm like, it's going to be a dinner, sir. I'm sleeping right now. Do you see how tired I am? So he's like, yeah, let's do lunch. And then it's going to fall over to dinner. I'm like, let us do dinner. And then we arrange the restaurant. He plans the restaurant and everything. He gives me the location. He goes there early and we click. Guys, he's a gentleman. He actually, I'm lying, on Saturday, I don't know what happened, but I think I was like I was having a lazy day and I started getting ready very late. And it ended up being a thing of, look, I need you to come pick me up because I can't drive to Rosebank right now. I'm feeling exhausted. And I was like, yeah, cool, Vele, I was gonna pick you up, but like you were not sharing your location, so I thought maybe you would bring yourself here. And I'm like, I thought I was gonna do that, but I think I'm very tired, so I can't do that anymore. So I'm just fixing my wig here. And then let me just put this. I just also want you guys to see the lace. Okay, it's not gonna melt in actually. Is it gonna? No, it's not gonna melt because there's still the white.
Do that. I think I might have made it a bit too tight at the back. Cooperation zero. Oryx. This is where the wig would sit. Okay, let's take a shot to bring it forward. Okay, there we go. See, I don't want to put the wig because like it goes a weird shape from here. To wipe off the parts. Like, why do kids scream? Do you get me? Why do kids scream? Like, what's making you freaking scream, dude? Kids are so selfish. Okay, not all kids, but like this specific kid, they're always screaming. They don't even cry. Just scream. Okay, quickly fixing this here. Okay, not looking too shabby. I got glue all over my hands. I never been with a baddie. Hey, she comes so added to the tally. Madison, now I'm calling her Maddie. Okay?
How nice is the wig, guys? No. You have to be jealous to not approve of this wig. I will be cutting off the parts, like, because the volume is a bit too much, especially for my small black body. So I'll be cutting off some of these hairs, like I'll cut them from the bottom. So my nigga picks me up. I'm gonna start with my brows, and I think I'll be doing them off camera because I don't want to spend the whole day doing this. You just drink some water. I don't want to spend the whole day doing my makeup. So yeah, we go on a date, we eat, we click. We go to a nice Asian restaurant in Rosebank side, and I'm smitten, guys. I'm smitten. He opens the door for me. Standard procedure, obviously. He's a gentleman. He holds my hand as we cross the road. He shows me the place and he gives me the option for us to change if I wanted to go to a better place. So at first it looked shady, but then I was just like, look, I know Rosebank cannot be this shady. Let's go in and see. So we go through a shady restaurant to get to this Asian restaurant. Oh, and when we got there, it was worth the shade. It was so beautiful. It was a surprise, guys. I was surprised. I loved it. The food was amazing. Obviously, first dates, I ate from his plates because why not? And then what else? And then yeah, he dropped me off and he asked for a glass of water. I think he wanted to see my apartment or whatever. Guys, he was the sweetest nigga. He was the sweetest nigga. He was the sweetest nigga. And he got a glass of water and he was like, am I gonna be fine? Because he saw that I was sleeping on the floor because now I had packed my things for storage the following day. And I was like, no, my nigga, I'm fine, Mina. Nang right, Mina. Don't worry. If I need a bed, I can always just go home. It's right here. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. And he's like, oh, okay, that's fine then. And then he leaves. And then the following day, he calls to come and have breakfast with me. He wanted to buy me breakfast because he's so good. No, I just remembered that video. My brow is so dark. Oh, he asked to bring me breakfast. And I tell him, yeah, sure, you can bring me breakfast. And he brings breakfast and we eat it outside the apartment. It was a bit hot then, so eating outside kind of made sense. I'm gonna go conceal. How clean are my brushes? Anyway, I'm gonna conceal my brows and then I'm gonna come back because I can't talk while trying to conceal my brows. And brows not looking bad. This one is a bit dark, bored, but we're gonna make it work. It's fine. We're gonna make it work. So I'll see you guys just now.
using a brighter concealer shade to show you how bright it is. I'm going to use it on. Just put it in the middle.
Yo, I want to round up the story, guys, but like also the details are so nice because it was such a good time. It was such a good time. It was such a good time. Until it wasn't. He literally ghosted me. Aibo, this dinagele zinwele ngoba azicontroleki. So yeah, I moved to KZN. I come up to Joburg to visit him. Not to visit him, child. A coincidence. It makes sense for me to see him while I'm here. So that happens. Nje guys, yenzeke lento yenzeke long distance konke kwenzeke. I need to put on my lashes. And you know what? My least favorite activity is to wear lashes. I came to Joburg, I saw him, I went back home. When I went back home, this nigga getting sabathe ngiyafona. Oh, angafoni because usually he's the one who calls, right? And whenever I call, it's usually a thing of no, I'm on the road, I'll call you back. So this one time he wasn't calling anymore and he wasn't responding to texts, and one text were happening, and I'm just like did his phone break or something? I don't know what happened. And I'm just like, you know what, let me not make excuses, let me call this nigga back. I call him with my number, he doesn't. Oh, he drops. It doesn't even say line busy, he drops the call. And when I try to call him again, it says line busy. You know you've been blocked when the line is busy. I take my mom's phone, I call, line busy. I take my work phone, I call, line busy. Or he picks up and is like, oh, and I'm just like, why are you ignoring me? And he's like, look, I'll call you back. He blocks that number. Every phone that I called with, I'll call you back, block. And then I was just like, you know what? Okay, sharp. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? What am I gonna say? Eventually I come back to Joburg. He ghosted me, guys. Eventually he reaches out to me while I'm in Durban, and I'm just like, you know what? I've moved on. Don't talk to me. Don't you dare talk to me. Hey, when I got to Joburg, when I moved back to Joburg, guys, I was just like, you know what? Joburg is familiar with you around. So I forgave him. I forgave the nigga. I forgave him. He came back into my life, crawling like a step-up. He started doing these things like he was too comfortable. I think he got too comfortable. I feel like indoda must never get comfortable around umfazi. Indoda ayiphithizele. Indoda must always work hard to make sure ukuthi umfazi, because you'll never see umfazi unprovoked. making a nigga unhappy. I gave him all the space he needed. It's not like I was those annoying girls. Where you going? So this night he's trying to make it up to me. Athi gqoka ube muhle ngizokulanda. Gqoke ube muhle. Angilande. The parts la khona kumele angilande ingenzeki. And I'm just like, yo. I'm at my friend's house and I'm sitting there with her mom and I'm just like, you know what, mom? Angisadlali. And he's like, no, mntanami. She played that chat on me and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to begazelle. I don't do the begazelle things. I don't do well in begazelweni. Angazi nokuthi kubegezela kanjani. So I'm just like, I don't do the begazelle thing. And my mom is like, no, Mlinde, uzoza, yada, washa kwaciba, kwakhanya ibani, load shedding. And I'm just like, I changed. I got into my comfortable clothes and I'm just like, you know what, I'm not going to this freaking date. If he comes, we're not going on a date. So then eventually he comes and I'm in sweatpants and a baggy top. And Lapo, my friends were getting ready to go to Groove and they were like, Chomi, let's just go to Groove. And I'm just like, yo guys, I'd rather sleep, eh? That's how exhausted I am. I would rather sleep. I can't do Groove. And Bonagi, they're still a bit young and well, they're lively. And Mina, get too fatty, guys. Get too fatty. I'm old. Too old for Groove. Get too fatty, guys. Groove and this guy eventually comes and I am now crying and I'm just like, the hell, bruh? The fuck, bruh? How could you? I'm like, how could you? Why do you keep doing this to me? You keep hurting me. You hurt, bruh. You hurt. And it's like, I'm sorry, business, yada, I was working. And I'm like, no, but you're hurting me. You keep hurting me. How could you, dude? Yeah, I bet niggas don't take that bullshit, okay? He just apologized once and he left me. Oh, he didn't leave me crying, but like, he let me cry. He apologized and he's like, look, I'm gonna make this right. I'm gonna make it up to you. I know I'm messing up big time. I can see I'm doing it consistently. And I know that you hate it. And I know that it hurts you. But I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do this again. Well, he's calm, Jay. You relaxed, man. He's a chilled, bruh. We leave, we go to his place. Corner. He buys me all the foods that he knows that I like. He buys the foods. And he apologizes with the foods. And I'm just like, oh, your food's young cool palisa. I think at that point, I was just mad at everything. I was mad at how everything is going. And the fact that I didn't win that day. It was not my day to win. And I was mad at the fact that I had to actually let it go because there's no way that all of that could have been undone. So that was the story. Then I see him putting effort a bit as time goes. Just a bit. And then I get bored. I'm just like, you know what? A nigga that actually wanted to would. And it seems like I'm asking too much of you. So you know what? I'm gonna deny and I don't want any of this. So I don't know what happened, but like at some point, I think I had like cash and he didn't have his card with him or something. He was in the car when we were buying. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy. And he's like, no, you don't have to pay when you're with me. I've got this. And I'm like, you can't go back to the car now. We're in a queue and it's a long queue, so I'm gonna pay. And he's like, I'm gonna send you money. And I'm like, oh, okay, sharp. Nigga did not send me money. If you say you're gonna send me money, and not that I've never done anything nice for this nigga, but I guess the nicest thing he ever did to me, or did for me, was buy me food. And for me, that wasn't enough. Like, I can buy myself food. This looks like a lot. Haven't had lashes this long for the longest time. I'm gonna take my time. Sensual seduction. This nigga makes me cash out a bill. He went out of his way. What's he? I'm gonna buy you food. If you bill, I wanna wood. So I pitch in because I'm like, look, there's a long queue here. We're not gonna go back to the car now, look for the card and we need to pay. So I paid because also I wanted to just be in the house and to be rested. He insisted on feeding me anyway, so he's like, I'm gonna pay. And then come the time for him to send me money, angitshela ukuthi ayibona. Angitshela ukuthi ayibona imali, and I'm just like, look, angihlangani nokuthi ibona uma kwenze njani imali, but angikweletwa also mina. Angisiye umuntu okweletwayo. I always say this to my siblings, to my friends, to my mom. They all know ukuthi I am a monster when it comes to being owed money. I'm a monster. Don't owe me. The best thing you can do for yourself is to not owe me anything. So I'm gonna put on this highlighter concealer thing here. This is the brightest shade I have. And you see, don't owe me. Don't mess with my money. I hate working. So if you're gonna owe me, make sure you took money from me. This nigga just took advantage. It wasn't even a big deal, but he couldn't pay it back, and I knew he was gonna come back. And I didn't want to have like a financial relationship with this nigga. So these foundations are just all freaking okay. These are almost the same. This is the Candid by Revlon. I mixed it with L'Oreal True Match and Superstay. They all don't match me, but I think combined they can do something good for me. So I'm gonna spray my foundation brush, spray my face, and I'm gonna quickly blend this here so that it matches my skin, so that the foundation doesn't dry out too much. Also actually matches better mixed. So ngibona ukuthi ayangishayisha lo bhuti ngiyayibuyisela imali. And then I knew, we're never gonna make up again. There's nothing that can actually make it up if it's still mali. So this guy, even when I actually now need that money, he doesn't pay it back, and I get so upset, guys. So upset. Super upset. And next week. Yeah, I know he just genuinely doesn't respect me. He genuinely does not have any respect or consideration, because as in daughter, why are you living in Paz stranded? I mean, the petrol went up, everything went up, and now I'm supposed to be giving Inuka Imali, a guy who is begging for me to come back to him even. And I was like, where's my numbers with your name? And never set foot on my gate. So I dumped him there and then. He eventually paid me the money and came back laughing as if we're good. And I'm just like, we're not good. And it's like, I'm gonna come see you. I'm like, don't come and see me. Don't come to my gate. I'm gonna call the cops. Don't come to this. Not that I needed to, but I was just like, don't even try to come to my gates. Don't do that. I don't want to see you. And he is not taking it very nicely, because he keeps saying that I'm gonna come see you anyway. I'm gonna come and apologize in person. I did you wrong. I'm sorry. And I'm just like, dude, I beg you, don't come here. You ghosted me. First of all, we were set up. We were good. Circumstances pushed me to move home. We communicated. You ghosted me. You had all the means to come and tell me, or like to update someone that I know. We have mutual people in our lives. There was ways that you could have come and told me that, no, you can't talk to me right now. Anything is going on. Now he tells me, well, he apologized actually for the ghosting, and he told me stories about there were cops involved he had to be MIA. I'm not going to tell you guys the details now, because I don't know if he sees this. I don't want to put him into trouble, or like, I don't know, I don't want to overshare. But he's like, he had to block me then, because cops kwasha kwacima kwavuthi ibani kwayi-load shedding kwama-floods asedebheni kwanza kwayini. He's like, he had to do that to protect me. And I'm just like, you know what, I don't want a nigga who needs to protect me. I don't need a nigga who has to protect me for that much, because what are you protecting me from? That means I'm in danger. That means that's where the danger is. I don't want to be there. So I hate how I'm putting on this foundation as if I'm going somewhere. Please be blendable. Please be blendable. Please be blendable. This has sat for too long. It's almost not blending. So yeah, that's how a nigga ghosted me, and I let him back into my life after he came back. There's a lot of ghosting stories that I've seen on YouTube and that I know in real life. And let me tell you, niggas are dangerous. Stay away from niggas. Pretty girls too do get ghosted, okay? It's not amazumba phela. Nathi nje sibahle siyaghostwa. Ingasabi. Sisonke siyaghostwa. It's definitely not a spicy story. Ukuphi manje uguy WhatsApp wami manje uyangicenga useyile type le ebuka iy'tori zami la khona. When I decide to post WhatsApp stories, he's one of those people now who watches my stories. I don't know, guys. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying niggas because I want a nigga in my life, man. I don't want to end up single. I don't want to stay alone, man. Do you see how bright this highlighter is? Love the effect. You see how it's pulling out my face? I just still need to blend it out, and then I'm going to add foundation on top. Well, I'm going to blend it out with my foundation brush. Do you see? I'm gonna take my time. Okay, we're not done. Blush. I'm using the same blush that Mandy gave to me years ago. This used to be MAC. And I can't wait to finish this. I can't wait to finish this thing because it's been here. I've been using it for probably the past 3 years. When I was living in South Point, Abram, I think that was 3 years ago. That's when Mandy gave it to me, actually. I'm gonna take my time. So I like to put my blush up here. Ignore. Don't worry. You'll see. Don't worry. I'm gonna take my time. I wish you could see better. Can you just see what it's doing to my face? Can you see that? Sensual seduction. Do you feel it? Do you feel? Do you feel the wave? Do you feel the wave of beauty? Do you feel it? I actually bought this wig for my mom, and you know what? I also deserve nice things. I'm gonna take my time and put it at the center and just keep it pink. Also, please stop me from saying this the whole time. This is my synthetic wig, guys. This was 350 rands at Dragon City. That is it for today's video, you guys. I don't know why I did this, but that is it, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and click on the, I think it's here, subscribe button. I'm not sure. And if you didn't, also let me know, also let me know so that I know that I don't make videos that annoy you guys. But this was my attempt for the UK girl look, glam plus full glam. I don't know what you want to call it, and I'm so glad that you guys can't see the details because I'm definitely patchy on the face, but the iPhone does that sometimes, all the times actually. So yeah, this video is basically to show you guys that pretty girls also get ghosted, but the difference is we don't stand for it. We don't take it and put it panto mabele it. We don't take bullshit from niggas in this channel. Give it a like, make sure to click the subscribe button so that you don't miss out when I upload another video very soon. It's September, baby. It's my birthday month. Vlogs are coming through, videos, story times are coming through. Not promising consistency, but it's coming. Okay, it's coming. I'm not giving up on this channel. It's coming.